Hello everyone, what's up? JWhisp here and welcome back to another video. So today we have some really exciting news. We have new screenshots of Minecraft 1.16, the Nether update, that have been posted on Twitter by multiple developers of the game. And something interesting that the developers mentioned about these pictures is they said that there's a secret. There's something, a little tiny, Easter egg hidden throughout all of these pictures. And the Minecraft community has been scrambling the last few hours to figure it out. But I just decided to make a video on the updates now, not only to show off the updates, but also I'm pretty sure I figured out what the secret is. So make sure you guys watch to the end, because at the end I'm going to talk about the secret. It's nothing crazy, but it is, a nice little thing, putting out there. I think it's pretty cool. But anyways, let's get right into it. So the first picture we have is by Agnes, and it's actually not specifically about the Minecraft Nether update, but it's about Minecraft versions in general. So we know that Minecraft Mojang has slowly been trying to make the Java edition of the game and the console versions of the game as similar as possible. And they actually announced in this picture and in this tweet that they actually work together. There's not a separate team. When they discuss new things for the game, they actually do it in the same room. So this update is really going to be a large push towards making the Java edition and the console edition of the game much bigger, which makes me believe that we'll also get the new Java combat update in 1.16. It would make sense because they've been working on the combat update for a while, and it seems like they're going to release it pretty soon, and the combat update is pretty much the same combat that they have in Bedrock, so that's what the update will be adding. Alright, so on to our first picture of the Nether. This is one biome that they show us, and we actually get a lot from this picture. So obviously, we see these pretty cool looking trees with these purple and blue stalks with these greenish blue leaves, and it looks really cool. But not only do we get trees, we get a little bit of information about the trees. We can tell that not all of the trees are just 1 block thick. Some of the trees are 2 blocks thick, and actually what we'll notice in a picture pretty soon is that there's actually going to be an even thicker tree variant. I know we have some thick trees in this update, but there's actually some pretty big blocks. We also start to get introduced to these weird little glowing things in the trees. We aren't entirely sure what they are. From what it looks like, it almost looks like to me like it's mold growing in the trees. We can tell that it is illuminating the area. It definitely produces light, but we're not sure what it is. So my theory is that it's some sort of illuminating mold, something like that. I don't know. I know it seems kind of weird, but it seems like it grows underneath the trees. So that's my theory. And this is also the first picture we get where my theory of, what this secret is in all of these pictures doesn't really work. But my theory does work in the other pictures. But also, besides the trees, we also get a lot of other cool things from this picture. We see different grass variants. We have short grass, tall grass, and we also see some little pretty orange flowers scattered about. So lots of cool things in this picture, and I'm definitely excited to see what more will be added. Alright, next picture of this biome, and there's actually more to see in this picture. I don't know if this is the same biome, but it looks like similar trees. Again, you see those weird orange, yellowish things growing out of the trees that are kind of cracked. We also see, if you look on the left of the picture, a new flower variant and also a red looking grass, which is pretty cool, definitely unique. And also in the back of the picture, we see some zombie pigmen, which are in almost every picture of this snapshot. And my theory is, you can't really see it in this picture. I'll try to show some zoomed in pictures on other slides, but if you zoom in and look really close to the zombie pigmen, you can tell that actually their swords are a little different. It seems like the gold sword texture has been changed. It seems a little bit longer, and it also seems like there's almost some sort of particle effect or some design choice where they raveled something around the golden sword. So definitely something really weird. Again, it could just be me. It's hard to tell because all of the zombie pigmen we see are far in the distance, but maybe that's what they did on purpose. Obviously, they don't want the secret to be known immediately. They want people to have to work for it and look at the pictures, get excited about the update. So that's my theory. Again, I'll show more pictures and you'll see more of them as it goes on. But it seems like the gold sword texture is changed a little bit. And this would also make sense with my theory that the combat update is getting added. Because obviously, if the combat update is getting added in 1.16, then it would make a lot of sense to add different sword textures, different weapon textures, and different things like that. So definitely lots of really cool, exciting things in these pictures. Alright, so here we are in another biome, and this biome looks crazy. Obviously, in the background, you can see the piglin beasts. We still see glowstone. We see some new flowers, new grass types, red leaves, red tree trunks. We also see growing from the ceiling some sort of, it almost looks like seaweed, but growing in the opposite direction. So maybe it's some sort of nether vine or something like that. I don't know, but I think it looks pretty cool. We also have these really spooky and mystical looking particle effects, and it seems like the particle effects are definitely present in every single screenshot. They're very similar to the particle effects that Java Edition used to have when you would go down to bedrock. There used to be bedrock particles. Also in this picture, we can see the zombie pigmen. It's hard to see what I was talking about in this picture, that the sword textures look a little different. We have the zombie pigmen all the way on the left that you can kind of see the sword, and it's really hard to notice from this angle, but it does almost seem like it's a little bit taller, and it looks like there's something around the sword. Now again, it could just be my eyes playing tricks on me because it's so far away. I might just want to see some sort of secret that's not really there, but I don't know, I think it's interesting. Again, there's also a lot of other really unique things in this picture, but we went over most of the things. Something I also think is going to be really interesting in this update is piglin bartering. So we didn't get any information, but there is a video cycling around, and I'm not sure if it's real or not, of piglin bartering. And I don't want to include it in the video just because I'm not sure if it's fake news or not. But pretty much the way the system will work is the player will press Q, drop a gold bar, and in return the piglin will pick it up, immediately drop an item. You know, it could be as good as a diamond or could be something horrible. It'll almost take the gold bar, bite it, and sniff it is what it looks like. It holds it up to its face, and then it puts it down and walks away. So anyways, there's that, but let's get on to the other pictures. Alright, so here we get a picture from the same biome again. Again, we have the piglin beasts everywhere. It definitely looks a little bit darker. We have those cool particle effects we were talking about. Also, if you look in the top right in the tree, in the red leaves, there's something inside of the red leaves. I'm not sure what it is. It seems like, it almost looks like a nether brick fence inside of the leaves. I think that's actually what it is. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be there or if that's just hidden, or maybe that is another secret telling us that, oh, along with this update, nether fortresses are also going to get updated. Because they haven't talked about that. They haven't talked about wither skeletons. They haven't talked about ghasts. They haven't talked about nether fortresses at all. They haven't talked about blazes. They haven't said if they're updating them or leaving them the same. They really haven't said anything. And I would imagine, since those things are in the nether, they're also going to get updated. So, I don't know, pretty exciting there. We also see some piglin beasts. What's pretty cool is we have a piglin beast all the way to the left. We have one in kind of the middle of the frame, and then we have one in between the two. And if you look at that one, it actually looks a little smaller. So it does seem like we will have piglin beast breeding and be able to make babies and hopefully tame. And again, if you look towards the right of the picture in the center, you can see another zombie pigman. Again, it's extremely hard to see what I was talking about the sword texture change, but it does look like it's a little bit skinnier, a little longer. The texture just looks a tiny bit different, and it looks like there's just, I don't know, it's very weird. Again, all of the zombie pigmen are very far away, so it's really hard to tell, but they're included in almost every screenshot. So I feel like there has to be something to the zombie pigmen. Mojang makes their screenshots very intentional, and everything they add has a purpose. Everything is for a reason. They don't just add a screenshot because they think it looks cool. They add it because it serves a functional purpose. So anyways, that's my theories. That's what I think. If you guys, agree, disagree, let me know down in the description below. If you guys figure out maybe another secret or what the actual secret was, let me know. Again, we don't know for sure. That's just my theory. It seems like the sword changes, and it would make sense because I would assume that with this combat update, they're also going to change weapon textures. And maybe the thing that looked like it was raveled around the gold sword could be a new enchantment animation. I actually made a video a few days ago talking about updates I'd like to see in 1.16, and I mentioned that I would like to see updated enchantments. I would like, for example, if a sword has fire aspect, make the sword glow fire. If the sword has sharpness, make it look sharper. Things like that, not just make it look glowing because it's enchanted. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe. I am going to be giving you guys as much 1.16 update news as I can. The second something comes out, I will make sure to update you guys. I follow all the Minecraft devs and all the people in on a lot of the Minecraft tea on Twitter, have their notifications on, and I am ready to make a video. So I'm really excited to see what 1.16 turns out to be. It is confirmed that we will not get a snapshot this week or next week. But besides that, it's up in the air. We could start seeing snapshots, I assume, in a few weeks from now, and hopefully a release in a few months. My estimate is late March at the soonest and about mid-July at the latest. So I know that's a pretty big range, but it seems like that's when we're getting a lot of the new updates lately. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. This is JWhisp, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.